I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I sleep and I wonder, like, yo, this is not normal. You see crime documentaries, you see shit on social media about women getting killed the other day. And on the truth, like, it's like, I'm a real tough bitch. Like, I'm a tough bitch. But you can never, there's a difference between being tough, and there's a difference between somebody having an unhealthy obsession with you, that you have to you gotta be concerned. And I'm really starting to be concerned.
Things just spun completely wild in this whole Cardi B and Offset divorce mess, because word on the street is saying there was an actual warrant out for Offset's arrest. And the rumor going around is that he tried to put a hit on Stefon Diggs. Allegedly, he even dropped a bag to get someone to take Stefon out, which is straight up unbelievable. From the jump, people already saw how deep Offset's jealousy ran over Cardi moving on so fast. But this, trying to take Stefon out of the picture completely, that's a whole new level of messy drama. And now Cardi isn't even pretending to be calm anymore. She's saying she's sitting on real proof that Offset threw $100,000 at somebody to handle Stefon. That's wild. If this is true, Offset might really be facing some serious time, and the streets are buzzing like crazy. Who would have ever thought he'd go from spiraling online over Cardi and Stefon to allegedly plotting something this extreme? It's giving obsession in the worst way possible, and everything is getting louder by the minute. Things really started slipping when an Instagram model popped out claiming Offset tried to pay her to help set Stefon up. And she brought receipts. She leaked screenshots of their convo, showing Offset blowing up her phone because she didn't follow through with the plan. In the text, Offset wrote, "All bad ninja, give, drop, or don't come back around." And she hit back with, "Make sure I'm nowhere near. Delete these texts." And then Offset doubled down, telling her, "This to now." Send message. Every screenshot had people losing their minds, because if Offset really sent all this, the fallout is gonna be insane. She then added that Offset keeps violating her boundaries but still blows up her phone, begging her to help set up Stefon, calling him super tender and all that. When she first dropped the receipts, fans went straight in on her, and the streets were calling Offset out heavy for allegedly trying to line Stefon up just to make him look shady with Cardi. One person even said, "Offset is effing dangerous. Imagine hitting women up to set up Stefon. How miserable can you be?" Then he can run to Tasha K with the news. No wonder Cardi is afraid for her life. People were convinced he'd go to any length to break them up, and they were calling the whole thing disgusting. But the twist? The situation is way darker than fans thought, because reports started flying that Offset didn't stop at trying to get Stefon caught cheating. Allegedly, he took things to a whole other level and paid someone to take Stefon out completely, if you catch what that means. That detail shook everybody, and folks left comments like, "I just learned this is Offset's assistant's ex-girlfriend, and this man is trying to get Stefon shot. Both him and Cardi need protection orders immediately." What made it even more disturbing was that Offset reportedly sent one of those messages the day after he posted that "my kid" laugh out loud post, which had fans side-eyeing him hard. And the really scary part? This behavior isn't even new for him, because Cardi has been hinting for weeks that she's terrified of how he acts. Not too long ago, she revealed that Offset has been dragging out the divorce on purpose, just to make her life more stressful. Almost like a punishment for daring to move on with her own happiness.
And you know what? I already know why I already know I didn't want her to do this, because this is what a motherfucker want. A motherfucker want me to go on social media to crash out so I could look crazy, so that they could look like they don't bother. That was always their plan. That's why I've been quiet. But you're gonna stop playing with me, and you're gonna sign these divorce papers.
Now imagine how wild things got once Cardi had a baby with Stefon. If Offset was already acting messy before, you know the tension hit a whole new level after that. We all caught a glimpse of the madness when Offset made that post claiming Cardi and Stefon's baby was actually his, and he dropped it just hours after Cardi announced the birth. That move showed he was hurting behind the scenes, no question. That post pushed Cardi straight over the edge, and she fired back saying, Y'all be thinking it's so funny and it's not. It's been over a year and I'm still being harassed and threatened to the point that I feel like my life endangered. It's all fun and games until it's too late. She also claimed she had receipts that would embarrass him on a whole other level, adding, "People do anything for attention, and it could really get nasty with just one upload. Leave me alone." Turns out Offset allegedly sending threats wasn't new at all, because like I said, he's been moving strange for a minute. And based on what Cardi shared, it all started with him playing these mental games, trying to break her down little by little. She said he would poke at her on purpose, trying to make her crash out emotionally, then flip the story to make her look like the unstable one. She even replied to a tweet where Offset called her single and miserable, and she clapped back without hesitation, letting everybody know she wasn't about to let him rewrite the narrative. Cardi clapped back saying, "Single and miserable? Nah, you're just mad that I'm outside and dudes still want me. You said nobody was gonna mess with me because I got 3 kids in my 30s? I'm miserable? I don't bother any of the girls you mess with, but every guy I talk to, you're in their DMs talking trash about me. Let's not." She wasn't holding anything back. In another post, she admitted she was genuinely scared for her life and worried she'd end up as some tragic story on a crime documentary, which had fans shaken. Now it seems like Offset switched targets completely and allegedly started going after Stefon instead, supposedly threatening him too.
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I sleep and I wonder, like, yo, this is not normal. You see crime documentaries, you see shit on social media about women getting killed the other day, and on the truth, like, it's like, I'm a real tough bitch. Like, I'm a tough bitch, but you can never. There's a difference between being tough, and there's a difference between somebody having an unhealthy obsession with you that you have to you gotta be concerned. And I'm really starting to be concerned. And I'm so tired because I want to detach myself from shit, and it's like it just doesn't stop. And it's like, when does it fucking stop? I try to be nice. I try to contact family. I try to whatever, and it's not working. And I'm so tired. I'm really getting fucking so tired.
If you've been following this chaos, you already know Offset has been acting strange towards Stefon from day one, and it's only gotten worse. Cardi even said Offset had been sending Stefon some nasty videos, recordings of her and Offset from back when they were married, basically trying to stir up drama on purpose. She said Offset tried to twist it like she was spinning the block and sneaking around on Stefon when really he was just digging up old footage to start trouble. He probably thought he did something with that, and then he turned around and started talking wild about Cardi, hoping it would make Stefon dump her. But Stefon didn't fold at all. He stayed right by Cardi, and that's when Offset allegedly got salty and started calling Stefon names, trying to clown him. To be fair, Stefon wasn't completely silent either. When Offset was online throwing shade at Cardi and being messy, Stefon decided to poke back a little. He posted a picture of himself at dinner with Cardi, captioning it, "So proud of myself," just to rile Offset up even more. Who would have ever thought Stefon would be out here eating dinner with Cardi B? When he dropped that picture with the caption, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew Offset was gonna see it. And trust me, it hit the target perfectly because Offset spiraled immediately. Offset jumped online and wrote, "I smell some BS fanboy," and then he threw in that shrimp emoji. And everybody knew exactly what he was trying to imply with that. Then he kept going, saying, "My new bee batter. Had you last week, by the way. Been cheating since 2019. Tommy, me, and Sammy, I ain't tell you that. I ain't tell when you did when. Rat." The whole rant was all over the place, but you could tell he was heated. He even slid under Cardi's post, where she was sharing cute pics and wrote, "My new beach looking like a trophy walk-in." And instead of minding his business, he commented a straight trash can emoji. He was clearly deep in his feelings. At this point, it's obvious Stefon and Cardi's growing relationship pushed Offset completely over the edge. Cardi just dropped a #1 album. She's prepping for a tour that's probably gonna sell out. And Stefon's career is shining too. Their whole situation is leveling up, and Offset has been watching it happen in real time. But what really made things explode was the fact that the woman Offset allegedly hired to set Stefon up didn't go through with the plan. Reports are saying that because she didn't deliver, Offset supposedly snapped and tried to take things to an even darker place, allegedly plotting to get Stefon harmed. And to make everything even more dangerous, sources claim Cardi supposedly has intel showing Offset offered somebody $100,000 to take Stefon out completely, which would explain why she's been saying she fears for her safety. Not only is this wild, but it shows just how desperate Offset is acting, because the last time anyone checked, he was going broke. And fast. According to folks close to the situation, Cardi was the one bringing in most of the real money for their family. She's all about saving, investing, and building long-term wealth, while Offset was out here spending like money grows on trees. So yeah, they both made a lot during their marriage, but most of what's left now, that's Cardi's. And when I say most, I mean like 95% of it. And it's not just cash either. Cardi has real assets. They've got a home in Atlanta where she and the kids stay, plus another home in New Jersey where her mom lives. She's keeping both of those properties, all bought with her money. Meanwhile, Offset is nowhere near as rich as he tries to portray. That man spends money like water, and he's not even as hot in the industry as he used to be. People are already predicting what his lifestyle is going to look like once Cardi cuts that financial safety net loose. And let's talk about how he's reportedly been trying to pressure Cardi into paying him alimony. Imagine that. A grown man, supposedly a big star, begging his ex for money while being called a boy by insiders. Yet somehow, he magically had $100,000 to allegedly throw at a hitman instead of getting some therapy. I don't know, this whole situation is sounding real messy and real suspicious. Offset's situation is looking messier by the day, and the more that comes out, the more it feels like everything is catching up to him. People close to the situation say his money has been drying up faster than anyone expected, and it's starting to show in the way he's been acting. Cardi was always the one stacking real paper, investing smart, and securing assets, while Offset was known for spending like the money would never stop flowing. Now the gap between them is loud. During the marriage, they both made money, sure, but what's left now? Almost all of it reportedly belongs to Cardi, and we're talking around 95% of their shared wealth. And it's not just cash, we're talking legit property. Cardi owns their Atlanta house, where she and the kids live, and the New Jersey home where her mom stays. And both of those places are coming with her in the split because they were purchased with her earnings. Offset can't claim what he didn't build. Offset loves to act like he's living some luxurious superstar lifestyle, but insiders say he's nowhere near as wealthy as he pretends to be. His spending habits are wild. His brand isn't pulling numbers like before, and he doesn't have Cardi's financial discipline to fall back on anymore.
About that, mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me and him having sex. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes trying to put my self-esteem to the ground, and I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes on my phone.
People are already whispering about what his life is going to look like once he's fully on his own. And honestly, it's not sounding pretty. What makes everything even crazier is the rumor that Offset has been trying to push for alimony, as if Cardi owes him something. Imagine being a grown man with a long career asking your ex to pay your bills, while also facing accusations about spending $100,000 on something dangerous instead of getting your life together. The whole thing sounds backwards. Folks are side-eyeing the fact that he supposedly had enough money to allegedly offer that kind of payout, but somehow doesn't have enough to keep himself afloat responsibly. It's giving wrong priorities, and people are connecting the dots quickly. Cardi, on the other hand, is up, focused, and building even more. She's making smart moves, her album is chart-topping, her tour is about to be packed out, and she's glowing next to Stefon. Seeing her winning while he's spiraling has only made the situation even more tense. At this point, the whole story has turned into a tangled mess of money issues, jealousy, reckless choices, and a man trying to hold on to a lifestyle that isn't backing him anymore. Things are unraveling fast, and every new detail makes the situation even more unbelievable. Wild situation. But from what people on the streets are whispering, Offset better hope he's got some cash left for a real lawyer, because the word is the cops are officially stepping in now. Even if the alleged hit never went through, just trying to line something like that up is a whole crime by itself. And the way this is unfolding, things are about to slide from bad to downright disastrous fast. Right now, everyone can see this situation spinning way past the point of no return. The streets are buzzing nonstop. Screenshots are popping up everywhere, and Offset's name is getting pulled deeper into drama that gets uglier by the hour. Cardi is out here dropping claims that could shake his entire world, and every new detail makes the story more explosive. If even a tiny piece of what she's hinting at turns out to be true, this divorce isn't ending with a quiet settlement or some calm co-parenting moment. It's ending in a full-blown scandal that nobody can sweep under the rug. Things are lining up like a storm that's about to hit hard, and Offset is standing right in the middle of it. And the wildest part? People are saying there might actually be a warrant involved, which means Offset might be facing way more than heartbreak and online embarrassment. If the authorities really take this seriously, he could be looking at legit jail time, not just another messy tabloid headline. This whole situation is messy already, but you can feel the chaos cranking up, and it's clear it's only going to get messier from here.